This is absolutely where I want to be. This is, you know, this a long time has been a goal of mine to be the head coach at Oxford High School. I take a lot of pride in this football program, and I'm so happy to be here and so happy to build on the great legacy so many people have laid in the past. I got to experience it as a player. I know what it means to be an Oxford Charger and what it means to play, to put on that helmet on Friday nights. And so I talk to our guys a lot about that, about understanding this is bigger than just them or even just this year's team. You know, you're representing a whole community. We have Coach Bobby Sanders on our staff. His dad was the first head coach of the Oxford Chargers after the schools went through integration and became the Oxford Chargers. His father, Bobby Sanders Sr., was the head coach. So, you know, we have so many connections to the past, and we really try to encourage our players to take a lot of pride in that and represent those guys well.
Hey, go. Hey, see him.
And, you know, I think more than I've learned a lot of X's and O's from my dad, a lot of fundamentals, but more than any of that, I've learned how to run. I think just how to run a program from an approach of trying to make a difference in the lives of young people, and knowing that that is the most important part of what we do, and that's the relationships that you develop in football is really more important than any win or loss. And so I think seeing him run, you know, his program at Duke or at Ole Miss or for years at Tennessee as an assistant coach, seeing how he went about his business and never would compromise his morals, never would take the easy way out to try to get a win, you know, understanding there's a bigger picture at stake. And I think that is the biggest takeaway I've had from my dad, more than the actual, you know, on the field football X's and O's. You want to hear that your team competes for 4 quarters. You want to hear that your team plays with physicality and plays with mental toughness and executes at a high level, you know. And so, you know, those are the things that we try to do. And we talk to our players a lot about we want to control things we can control. We can't control whether or not we're the biggest team in Mississippi. We can't control if we're the fastest or the strongest team. But we can control if we're the most disciplined. We can control if we're the most conditioned team. We can control if we execute better than anyone else. We can control the effort that we play with. And so we really focus on those things and trying to be the very best at those things that we have control over.